What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Unfinished Business from the National Blitz League. We have more in store. We got a dynamic match taking place tonight. We have National Master Lamel McBride out of New York taking on one of our host commentators. He is also the host of the pregame show, Remi Adekola of the Chicago Chess Blitzers. It's going to be an amazing match. It's happening tonight, May 29th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you're on the West Coast, I believe that will be 6 p.m. West Coast time. So we're looking forward to a great match. But to get it in for our pregame debate show, we have two in-studio guests. One is very familiar to this set. One is a new addition and a new face, but we have a great debate in store. Please help me to receive our two debaters for today. We have on the left of your screen representing Lamel McBride, Angel Lopez. He's a chess coach out of his home state of New York. And on the right-hand side, we have Thomas Murphy. We call him the Legend. He is a member of the Chicago Chess Blitzers, aka the CCB. Good morning, fellas. How you all feeling?
Excellent. Excellent.
Morning, feeling good, man.
So let's get straight into it. Y'all know we like to keep these debates short, quick, and straight to the point. So who you got for tonight, and tell us why. What's the major reason you feel your guy is prepared to take down the other person in the cage tonight?
I leave it to you, Angel. Start the show.
Let's get it. All right, fellas. So I'm going with my boy Lamel. Not only is he the better player, but I think he's bringing out a spanking tonight. You know that thing that Remi likes to bring. Whoosh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to bring that to the show for him. I'm gonna bring that to the show for him tonight because that's gonna be needed. Lamel is the better player. He's sharper. He's younger. He's a wizard. And honestly, I feel like he's playing some of his best chess right now. So
okay.
I'm running with my guy.
Oh, that's very touching. Let me ask you this. Since you're more familiar with Lamel than I am, let me reference it by starting with last night. Now, he just happened to play a game against a GM, did well, and his in-game sold him out. Now, what's wrong with his in-game?
Well, Daniel's question was who you repping, not what's wrong with Lamel. So let's start with that because I still haven't heard who you repping, man.
I'm going with my buddy Remi. There's no doubt he's the superior player, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to liken it to Ali Frazier. Lamel's more of the showman type chess player, flash and dash, excellent player. But the Chicago style is more about progress. We pick our spots, we light you up. Now, my thing is, I don't particularly like the 1 minute stuff, but the 3 minute stuff, I see Lamel getting a bunch of donuts. Now, I want you to correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I'll tell you this, you're right. You guys do pick your matches wisely because there's an army of monsters on this side, just to let you guys know. But let me tell you something. You said last night Lamel did what? He beat a GM?
I played GM Little Peasant.
That's right. CCB eyes were watching. We saw him come across his stream, and his in game got real sus. He could have beat the GM, but when it came down to the in game, Angel, he folded.
First of all, I'm flattered, and I'm pretty sure Lamel's flattered that y'all were watching him last night, as he was probably sleeping, getting some good rest for tonight. So that's pretty flattering. That shows a lot. Let me tell you something. If Remi even makes it to the end game, he has to make it to the end game. And honestly, I'm still rolling with Mel. All right, Remi has to make it to the end game. If he feels like that's where his advantage is at, it's a bad place to have an advantage. If you feel like you have an advantage in the end game, that's not the best place you want to have it because your ass got to make it there.
Now, Angel, on this level of chess, should we even be considering that games will not make it to the end game? This is not the lower levels, the 1700s. These are masters and candidate masters.
If I'm playing a monster player who I know is a monster in the end game, you think I'm going to go into end game positions with them where I'm going to get outplayed? No. You control your own fate at that board. That's the lovely thing about chess. You control your own fate at that board. You take the game where you want to go. If you have that power, you take the game where you want to go, not where your opponent wants to take it. So.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, let me ask you this. Now, Angel,
I think Lamel's tactically way better than him.
Who's better than who?
I think Lamel's tactically way better than Remi. Tactically, that's a big problem. Well, listen, that's my opinion, man.
No.
It's like your opinion is
I'm not going to argue your opinion. What I want to know is what is it based on?
I've played both of them. I've been watching both of them play for the past 2 years. Except I have more eyes on Mel because I see Mel in person. We play in person. I've seen Remi. I've battled with Remi over the board. I went to Chicago last year. Remi came by to see me. You know that. Were you there? I saw you at the tournament.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
Fellas came to see me.
Remi says you didn't win a game against him. Stop.
You crazy. Come on, man. Get Remi on the screen right now and say that crazy stuff, man.
Remi,
cut it out.
Remi,
I didn't beat him a game. Is he crazy?
Hold that thought. Wait just 1 second.
You better cut it out.
Is Remi in studio? Oh my God!
Remi, are you saying Remi. I didn't beat you a game? You're that old.
If I was just gonna symbolize by action what happened with me and Angel, it'd be like this: Angel, come here.
Never. I can tell you exactly how the games went. He won the first one. I won the second one, and the third one was a drawn position that I messed up, and he won. I remember exactly how the games went.
Yeah, that's true. Good job, Angel. That's true.
Oh, wait a minute. So
I remember exactly how they went. Just like my games with you, Tom, in the shop. I remember how those went.
Whoa.
Games in the shop?
Wait a minute. Hold it.
Yo, we broke even, and you was getting foot to backside. I was blowing games, and you broke even. So,
wait a minute.
I don't forget, man.
You were putting foot to what?
Okay, so Angel, may I ask a question, sir?
Come on. You know there's power on this side, man.
May I ask a question, sir?
Yes, sir.
Out of the two of you, who's the stronger player?
Who?
You or Lamel?
I think it all depends on matchups. Honestly, me and him rumble all the time, and we go back and forth. I mean, rumble. Like me, him, and Sean will hang out for hours and just rumble. Like,
so if you guys go back and forth, that means that you guys are about even. Would you say that?
Like I said, it all and you know this better than anybody's. Chess is based on playing styles when you're having a match.
That's very true. But what I did want to say is, if you guys are very near the same strength, and the best you could do was get a draw, an even equal score out of Remi, then that means that Remi has draw to winning odds in tonight's match. That's what you're saying.
I saw, when I saw Remi at like 9, 10 o'clock at night at Nationals after I was working all day from 7 to 8 in the morning. All right. So if you want to take it like that, I mean, it is what it is.
Somebody get the violin out.
You sure didn't get. I tell you this, you sure didn't get my best game. If you want to use that data. You know.
All right.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Let's go back to you and I in New York.
Hold on. Let's get to Lamel and Remi, man. You guys brought me into this.
Here's my point.
All right, go ahead.
In our match, I felt that we were pretty close. You and Lamel are pretty close. But Remi and I think Remi's a little better. So if I'm even with you and you're even with Lamel, that means Remi's going to crush you and Lamel.
Again, completely irrelevant. Because you're not me, you're not Lamel. You're not Lamel, okay. You're not me. So it's like, again, clash of the styles. Like your style, you have a creative style. You know, you like to attack. You're a completely different player, you know, but it's different.
Now, to get back to the chess analysis, right? Would you say that Remi is better positionally, since you said that Lamel has the edge tactically? Is that what you would agree?
I wouldn't say that because I haven't thought about that, honestly. I would have to go look at some games. I was looking at some of their games and I just realized Lamel is much better tactically. And let's just look at their ratings really quick. I mean, shout out to Remi. Remi's at his highest blitz right now, which means he's trying. It seems like he's trying, but his highest is not going to be good enough. So we got Remi's blitz is 23.34. He's at his all-time high. All right. Lamel's blitz is 23.47. But one thing you guys know about Lamel berserks everyone in the blitz arena. All right. I don't know if he has this last week as he's been getting ready, but he mostly berserks everybody in his blitz arena. And his best is upward about 24.80. So that's a whole 150 points that Remi's never seen in his life. He's never seen those numbers. Remi's never got on lead chess and saw 2,400 by make proof. It never happened. And then we go to Bullet. I mean, come on. I personally don't agree with Bullet being a huge factor in these matches. I think if it's gonna be a match, I like blitz. I like 3 minute, 5 minute, 2 minute. 1 minute's a lot. It's not that it's a lot for me personally. I'm speaking from experience on my cage match. It wasn't easy for me to go from blitz to bullet. After playing 11 blitz games, just to switch
It's tough.
timing, everything, your gears switch because you have time to think, and all of a sudden you have to be a little more impulsive. You got to be quicker. So, in the bullet, Lamel's 2,500 bullet. Remi's never seen 2,300. These are numbers he doesn't see. Why? Because the strength in that category is not there. So honestly, I feel like the bullet's gonna be really bad.
Now,
and the blitz, if you guys think Remi's gonna run make a big lead in the blitz, I think you're mistaken too. I know you guys saw Dominic Myers, get a little lead on Lamel in the blitz, but
Dominic Myers, by the way, that Remi crushed.
It's fine, but Lamel didn't like that. I asked Lamel after the game how you felt after his win. He didn't like it.
I don't think Chess. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Chess cares about your feelings.
Well, it's you get over it or you get in the lab.
That's true.
Right?
One of the two.
You get it, and I feel like he jumped into the lab. He didn't like the way that happened. So, I think we're gonna see something different from Melly in the blitz this time.
I don't know. I heard a lot of emotional adjectives. I feel like he went in the lab. He didn't like what happened to Dominic. It sounds like a lot of speculation, and chess is basically mathematics and science. So I think that Lamel may have taken for granted, considering that Remi is not a title player as of yet. So I think he's going to have his hands full tonight if backs me. And I think positionally speaking, Remi is far superior, although I will give the edge to Lamel in tactics. But Remi's style is a problem. Remember, he's training with God Daniel X on a weekly and daily basis. Who has better tactics than that? So he has the answers for the tactics. I've been pummeling him for years. He's figured it out.
Don't start talking about Daniel because you just took an L a couple of days ago. You took an L. Right?
I did. I lost by one game.
You
to a well played,
and it was master. And you came back in the bullet. Oh! You came back. Give me 1 second, guys. You came back in the bullet, right? You was getting scraped in the blitz. However, I don't care who it don't matter who he's training with, man. I'm not trying to hear that, man. Let me tell you, tonight when you get in that ring, everything's different.
I think you're under a disillusion if you feel like Lamel can hang with me tactically. So if I'm superior, which the majority of viewers will agree that I am superior tactically,
is the Jedi who I feel like you're ducking.
Are you talking about that guy that I beat already? I'm sorry. Oops, did I say that on broadcast?
I'll give him that tactical beast.
Okay. That's irrelevant right now.
30 games over you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, we did a cage match, sir, and he has a foot up the backside.
Play him again.
It's gonna happen. It's a super fight, baby. We gotta prepare. It's gonna happen.
Wait a minute.
Nobody's
why are you
nobody.
talking about possible matches? Hey.
Because Danny's
he's trying to avoid. He's trying to avoid the reality of my statement that Remi has been preparing with a tactical guru for years. Tactics means nothing to Remi. He's prepared against it. And that's all Lamel has tonight.
Tactics are done
some
on
basic
the computer.
tactics.
It doesn't matter who you do tactics with. You have chess.com, you get on Puzzle Rush, you do all your puzzles. You don't need anybody to do tactics for you. If you got somebody that has to sit there and do tactics with you, there's a problem.
No, I'm not saying tactical
puzzles.
There's
a huge problem there.
I'm saying that when you're playing a tactical genius, you're prepared because naturally you're going to adapt and overcome. So if all you're banking on tonight is Lamel's tactics, Remi's gonna smack fire off this man.
His tactics, his speed, Lamel's good. Like you guys are sleeping on him. He didn't make national master for no reason.
That's true, but I saw him struggling against Dominic.
Yeah, but it happens. It happens. His first, and honestly, Lamel doesn't get really. I'm one to never seen him get nervous like that, and I feel like, and I know because I spoke to him. When you first get in that ring the first time, it's a little nerve-wracking. I would tell you through experience. I played my first match, and when I fucking started that match, I was nervous as all hell. All right, it happens. But let me tell you, this is the second time around. I think you're gonna see a better version, hands down. And I have a question. Who am I debating against here? You or Tom? Because Tom's quiet. What you brought Tom out here for?
I'm enjoying you, man.
Tom, you the host? You turn host, man?
Huh?
Turn host?
Well, let me just say that.
Actually, I would like to see you in the Blitz League.
No, I want to see you in the cage. I want you in the cage.
Shots fired.
I'm with it. I'm telling you now. I'm with it.
We can really.
I'm with it. And let me tell you something about this match. Why Lamel's gonna win? The minute Nate brought up Lamel and Remi, we're gonna do it. Lamel's like, let's do this shit right now. Let's do it tomorrow. You know how many times Lamel's like, enough. Let's get it done tonight.
Sir, he sounds like a Brooklyn Jerry.
No. He sounds ready. He's
all right.
confident.
Okay, I want to see this.
He feels ready.
Hey, Angel, you know what I hear? Overconfidence. Because if you're ready to throw gloves on right now, that means you don't feel you need to prepare, which I think is the problem. Remi's prepared tonight.
No, you don't. It's not the point. If you're preparing, if you're always preparing, you don't need to prepare for one person right there. It doesn't take. You guys need weeks to prepare. This is why I love chess in Chess in New York City is on site. That's the chess scene here. If you run into somebody, you guys are gonna play right there. There's no, let's set up this match for next week. Let's set up this cage. No, you're gonna scrap right there, hands on when you see each other. That's how chess is in New York City. Yo, I heard you've been talking crazy. We're gonna have to get it in right now. Let's go. That's how it is here. There's no, let's meet up next week for this. Everybody, we're gonna have this match. It's cool. The organized stuff is cool. I enjoy it. That's why I'm a part of it with you guys. But in New York, it's just we get it in. That's how we know how to do it.
All right. I'm not going to talk about my experiences in New York. I want to see it to believe it.
How'd you like the chess in New York City? You were here.
Dude, I grew up in Philly.
So you know.
I learned chess in New York.
So you know.
Since the 70s. So you know I know. But I appreciate your spirit, young man. Remi's going to set Lamel straight, and then I'm going to set you straight.
Oh.
Actually, I want to see what happens in the match because Remi's supposed to be calling me out if he beats Lamel. That's what I'm waiting for. No. This is his words. These are Remi's words. After I spank Lamel, I want you. I'll take both of you. I'm down to play both of you guys, man. Listen,
I hear a sound in studio. What is that?
Now, wait a minute. Who do you want
sounds
first?
like a duck.
Remi
Somebody's ducking.
I don't mind. I really don't mind. We could play.
Right,
we can set us up first. I don't mind. Listen, I'm ready to get it in.
Somebody's ducking.
No, bro. Nobody ducks more than you, Dan. You better cut it out.
No, I don't duck for nothing.
Nobody ducks more than you, Dan.
You can bring Magnus Carlsen in right now. We getting hands on sight.
No, you have heart. Nothing. That's heart.
I don't duck nothing.
Having heart and ducking is two different things.
No, it's the same thing.
All right, no,
you can't duck if you got heart.
You do it all the time. I feel like you got heart and you duck too. So
who have I ducked? Let's
First of all, you've been ducking Canty for a while now. All right,
we said this live on broadcast.
Right,
we said this live on broadcast.
Bro,
you cannot have a.
Do
you know how many people are waiting for us?
Do
you know how many people are waiting for our rematch?
Let's get it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But do you know how many people are waiting for that? You don't just give that and just throw it to the air. No, you gotta let that build. You gotta let the anticipation build.
He's been trying to play you for like 2 years.
Hey, Daniel, are you gonna be
2 years? He's been trying to play you for 2 years. And
I know he's thirsty to play me for 2 years because my shoe is still up his backside.
Nah. Let me tell you.
But
you feel like
Floyd Mayweather
played, I know Canty.
Floyd Mayweather allowed fights to build momentum. And that's all we're doing with Canty. I've already accepted Canty's offer. I said, but let's do it as a super fight when the crowd wants it.
No, you accepted it. You accepted it recently. All right. He's been trying to get you for over a year.
Look. I can't.
Am I right? He's been trying to get you for over a year.
So you just want me to focus on Canty? It was going to be a guy versus Canty.
You know
never
why?
ending match. I got other matches,
Canty.
bro.
I don't
want your boy Sean Martinez.
I know. No,
I had to beat to see him.
That was not a whip. That was one game in the bullet.
Oh, now I win by one game. It's not a whip. But Fide Master wins by one game. It's a whip. You guys are just haters.
Did I say he whipped you? Or I said you took an L. I said you took an L. I didn't say he whipped you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sean Martinez
took an L. I bet on you in that match.
Chicago has the momentum right now.
You're coming off of L.
No. That wasn't.
Where does momentum come off of an L? Where? In Chicago only.
He's not a New Yorker, sir. Chicago versus New York. We have the momentum.
Oh, cut it out. Never.
I just beat Sean. That's Chicago versus New York.
Momentum, bro. That's not momentum, man. Cut it out.
That's momentum, sir. The win streak is on this side. Let's just say it like that. The win streak is on the CCB side.
You guys are on a losing streak. You took an L. You took an L to Trini. You can't have momentum. Chicago, there's no way you have momentum after
these cities trying to take credit for other cities. I just don't get it, Tom.
I'm not taking credit for nothing.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's just how do you have momentum when you lost?
New York will show its momentum.
Because we beat New York. The last match, Chicago versus New York, Chicago won. It's facts.
Chicago just
It's okay. They'll get over it.
Right now, you guys are like on a slope right now.
He's playing with language.
Right? You guys won,
He's playing with semantics.
And then you lost, right? So right now, there's no way momentum. This is not momentum.
Listen,
momentum is up.
You can have, listen, in the NBA, you can have a bum team. a bum team. But you know what they pull up when it's a head-to-head matchup? They say the last time the Cleveland Cavaliers played the Chicago Bulls, they beat them 3 out of the 4 last. That's what the data represents. It doesn't talk about what Cleveland or Chicago did for the rest. It's about that specific matchup. And we're talking about Chicago versus New
Listen,
York.
if
We
you
have
if
the
you
win
if let me
momentum.
tell you, right now your momentum's here. If that's the momentum you riding, then you're in trouble, man.
It's
I'm
going
just
here,
gonna say
sir.
that.
So
I'm
as
just
we
gonna say
close this
that.
debate, fellas, because we got to wrap it up, I want to hear your final statement about what's going to happen tonight and give me score predictions for how you think this match will turn out.
All right, I refer back to Ali Frazier. Lamel gets a couple of 1-minute wins. I got Remi 11-8, no doubt.
So it's a total of 21 games, Tom.
Well, if Remi gets his 11 victories first, how many do you have to win the match?
Yeah, you got to do 11. 11.
Well,
So
if Remi wins it early, we won't worry about the rest of the 3. I got Remi winning the match, positionally and in the end game.
But just so we're clear to all the fans, you have to play all 21, regardless if you get shellacked, smoked, or anything. You got to finish the match. And then Angel, tell me about your predictions.
All right, my predictions. I just wrote them down. What I think is gonna happen tonight. These are my predictions. My prediction is 11 blitz game. I'm gonna say Lamel is gonna win 6-5. That's my blitz.
Okay, in blitz. Okay.
In bullet, 10 games, Lamel's gonna. I'm giving him 7-3, and people think he's gonna shut him out. But I'm gonna give Remi. I'll give Remi 3 games in bullet for a total of 13-8.
All right.
Oh,
you all heard it here first. Make sure you're tuned in tonight,
first.
baby. www.twitch.tv/National Blitz League. Make sure you tune in tonight. It's happening at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. What do they call it? Pacific Coast time or whatever that's called. Just make sure you're online. We're going to be live in the chat, doing some great commentary, and we have some updates about some upcoming matches as well. So make sure you guys tune in. Follow us and subscribe us tonight when you're tuned in, and let us know in the chat how you feel about it, all your thoughts, and we want to vibe with you on tonight's commentary. So thank you again, Angel Lopez out of New York and Tom Murphy out of Chicago for representing your players, and we look forward to a great match tonight.
Absolutely.
Likewise. Good luck, fellas.
All right.